Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully complete all the portions for the admin. So right now, admin will be able to log in, admin will be able to change their profile and also change the password. So right now, I want to work a little bit in our Frontend. Literally, lot of things we will do in here. Right now, you can see that is our Laravel default page, and that is the default page is loaded from our whois position. First of all, I want to share it. Like if you go to your project, into the project that is our web.php, and here you can see when that will be as a home, and into the home area, it's written one of the view file. And return view by default one of the file as a welcome. That means that will be in our resources into the view, and that is our welcome blade. By default, that is the file is loaded in here. So now friend, I want to change it. Here I want to load our template that I have already shared with you. If you go to your exercise folder and into the exercise folder, now I have already successfully add our backend theme. Now I want to load our Frontend theme. So if you want to load this Frontend theme, here we have to go there. That is our Frontend theme, and into the Frontend theme area, here right now that is index.html. Here if you open it, as I told you, that will be very lucrative, one of the our Frontend news portal site, and you can see that is a login, register. They have some of the logo, search option, that is all that menu, and if this menu have any subcategory menu news will be display. That is one of the breaking news, all that our slider, every part one by one. Now I want to make it as a dynamic, okay, so that everything will be dynamic. So that is very clean, and that is also very much responsive. Okay, so now first of all I want to load this theme. Okay, I want to load this theme in our Frontend, that is in our project Frontend area. So for doing this, our process will be just like that same that I have already done for our backend. Now let's do that work. For doing this, we have to go to our theme, and for this theme there have also another asset. There into the asset area, they have some of the CSS, images and JS file. Now first of all I want to better copy it. I copy it and now go to our project. Into the project, everything I have already saved it in our public folder before I have created as a backend. Now better I want to create another new folder, and I just name it as a Frontend. That will be as a Frontend folder. I simply create one of the new folder as a Frontend, and into the Frontend area I want to paste our Frontend assets. Now you can see here I simply paste it. Yeah, you can see that is our assets. Great. And next process we have to go like that is our index.html. Right now we have to load it. So for loading it, I want to better segment it again, like that is in our view. Okay, into the view area, before I have created one of the admin, that is our admin folder. Now better for the Frontend, I want to create another new folder. And I just name that folder as a Frontend. I name it as a Frontend folder, and into the Frontend folder now I want to create two of this page. I click as a open, now click as a save as, and I just name it as a user. Okay, user our home. Better I make it as a home underscore dashboard .blade.php. So that will be our master, and also I want to load our another EL part. So I create another new file, click as a save as, and I just name it as index.blade.php. Okay, great. I have created two of this file, and in our home dashboard here I will actually load all that our CSS, JSS link. Our process will be just like that same that I have done in our admin. Now I want to go our project, and in our index.html I want to open it with the Sublime text editor, and from here I copy everything. Okay, copy everything, and now in our home dashboard, and into the home dashboard area I want to paste it. Okay, so now I want to step by step I want to segment all the things. So our first job is we have to update our images, we have to update all that our CSS. Right here now one by one we have to update it. Now let's do that work. So for doing this, that is I have already loaded everything in our public, and then the Frontend, and then the asset. Right, you can say from to the asset, then the images, and then the fav icon. So first of all here we have to load it like I show you. Here we have to load it. That will be the asset. Asset means it will be getting started from the public folder, and after that public folder I have created another folder as a Frontend. right? So that will be our fondant, and after that fondant there is a public, that means asset, and then the fondant, that is our fondant folder, and after that fondant, and that is our asset, right? That means that will be our common things. Better I copy it because that will be also needed multiple time. You can see that is just like that same before. Now better I want to copy it, and now one by one we have to update everything. Like there is asset, I select it by pressing the control, multiple things at a time I want to select it, and now here I paste it. Okay, right now we don't need this. Now I want to update it, so that will be our GIF. I cut it and here I paste it. That will be also another one. I cut it, I paste it. I want to cut it, and then here I want to paste it. Great. That is our CSS, and also they have multiple CSS in here. So now also I want to update it. Like I want to copy it, and now that will be our asset. I select it at a time. I paste it. That means here first of all I have to select multiple things at a time. Okay, I simply select. There is also another asset. There are some of the CDN link. CDN link will be just like that same here, and now I paste it. Great. Now we have to update our appropriate file location. Better I cut it, and then after that fondant, that will be our asset. Then the asset, I cut it, and then I hope you already know how to do this work. It's very easy, all that process. And here I paste it, and now that is our asset, and the CSS here after that fondant I want to paste it. And that will be our another one. I cut it here after that fondant I want to paste it. Great. And then that is also another one. I want to cut it, and after that fondant I want to paste it. Okay, great. That is also needed. That is all that our default theme, that means theme CSS file. And now also another one. I cut it, and here I paste it. So make that sure you update our all that our CSS link perfectly, rather than our style sheet will be not work. I cut it, and after that fondant I want to paste it, and then also another one. I cut it, and then here I paste it. Great. And that is also another one. I cut it, and then here I paste it. So that is all that our CSS. Okay, all that our CSS. That is our header. Into the header there is also another logo. I want to update this logo. Better I copy it, and here I want to paste it. So that will be our logo. I cut and paste it. Now our images logo should be also display. That is also some of the footer GIF. Okay, a lot of the images later you will actually update all that images. Right now I want to only update that our main structure CSS and JSS I want to load. Like here there is also some of the JSS, you can see. Now we have to also update that JS. Our process will be same. That will be in our asset. So better I select multiple things at a time by pressing the control. I want to select it. Okay, I simply select it. Great. Now I paste it. Now we have to update it. So now that will be, I cut it, and here I paste it, and also I cut it, I paste it. I want to cut and paste. Okay, I want to cut it, and then I paste it. Great. I paste it, I cut it, and here I paste it. I want to cut it, and then I paste it. So that will be another one. I paste it, cut it, and then I paste it. That will be another one. I cut it and paste it. Okay, simple process, but I don't want to escape any video. As I told you, I will create everything from the scratch, and that is one of the CDN link, which is fine. Okay friends, so here we successfully done this job. We successfully updated all that our JS file. We successfully updated our CSS, right? Now I want to segment. Here if you open that theme, into the theme area for our every pages, our header will be the same. Okay, into the header means that is our menu, so that will be the same. Our breaking news will be the same, and also our footer will be the same. So now I want to segment 3 of these things. So if you want to segment it better in our fondant, I want to create another new folder, and I just name it as a body. And to the body area I want to create sorry, I have created that things in our public. Right now here we don't need this. I want to delete this folder. we have to create it in our view, right? So we have to create it in our view, and that is our Frontend. Into the Frontend area, I want to create on the new folder. I name it as a body, and body area I want to create 3 of this file. I want to segment it with 3 as a header, .blade.php, and also I want to create another one. I open it, click as a save as, I name it as a footer, .blade.php, and also our breaking news will be the same for our every pages, but I also want to segment it. Like in our body, I open it, click as a save as, I name it as a that will be the breaking news.blade.php. okay, I simply created 3 of this page. Now I want to segment it, and then simply I want to include all the things. That process will be just like the same before. Like here you can see that is our header is started, and now I want to find out where exactly is ended. There is a header is ended, and also I want to include our logo and then menu, everything before our breaking. You can see before the breaking news I want to take everything, then that will be better. Okay, so that is our breaking news, and that will be our total header with our menu. Okay, so if you want to take it, so now that is our div is ended, I want to simply take it. Okay, take it from to our header. So that is our header. I simply cut it from to this position, and now in our header area I want to paste it. Okay, so now I simply take all that our menu in here. Perfect. So that will be our header part, and now I want to include it. So if you want to include, that will be the include our which positions. That first of all, that will be the Frontend, and then I have created as a body folder, and then that will be as a header. Okay, that will be the headers. That means right now that will be included our header. Great. And then there is also another div. I select it for the breaking news. Div is ended. You can see that is all that is static data, and you can see that is actually ended in here. So now I want to simply take it. I take it for our breaking news. I cut it, and also breaking news I have already created. Here I paste it. Now we have to also include, right? That will be, I want to make it as a separated. So now that will be as a breaking underscore news. Okay, so now that should be also included. Great. And after that there is a main section. Okay, there is a main section div, and there is also another div. Okay, if you select this div, I want to simply check it where exactly that will be ended. There have so many data. Okay, they have so many data, but I want to take first of all our footer, then that will be easy. If you go, that is actually our section. There is so many data. I want to find out our footer part. I want to also segment our footer. Photo gallery. You can see that is actually our footer. Footer is ended. So now I select this one, and also you can see footer is started, right? So that is a footer is started, footer ended. Now I want to cut it from to this area. Now in our footer here I want to paste it. So now also here we have to do the same things. I want to include, that will be in our Frontend, and then the body, and then the footer. Okay, I simply load it. Great. So now friend, that part will be our EL part. Okay, so now I simply select everything. Okay, I simply select everything from to this position. It just depends on you how you can segment it. You can also segment it with individual all the page, but right now I want to segment everything. If there is our another div as overflow hidden, so now that is our container. Okay, from to the container I cut everything, and now if you select it, you can see there is a div is started, div is ended. Great. Now that will be our EL part, and now I will cut it, and now in our index they have already created one of the file as index, and here I want to paste it. Okay, so now we have to simply add that our include, that means EL part. So now that will be as yield. Okay, yield, every time our this part will be updated, and for the EL part I want to put one of the ID name. I name it as a home. Okay, so that means every time that part will be updated. So now in our index, okay, that means in our index page here also we have to extend it. So now I want to do an extend, so that will be as @extends. Extends will be in our which position? Extends, that will be as a Frontend, and then our page name I name it as a home underscore dashboard. Right, so now that will be home dashboard, and also our section Our section will be which one? I have already put that name. Our EL section name, I name it as a home. So now that will be as a home. Great. And now also we have to end this section. I copy it. That will be our total section, and after that I want to end it. Okay, so now that will be as a end section. Great. So now our next process is we have to load our index file, not that our default file, right? If you now go to our web, for the home, when it will be hit as a home, it will be returned by default as a return welcome page, right? Now I want to change it here. I want to create another new controller. Okay, I want to create another new controller, and into this controller area I want to pass another page. I show you. For doing this, we have to go to our project. Into the project area, I want to our PHP artisan service running. I want to better open with the new terminal, and I create another new controller in our Frontend. That will be as a Frontend related. So I make it as a PHP artisan and the make controller, and then I want to create another new folder as a Frontend, and into the Frontend folder now I want to create another new controller as index controller. Okay, index controller. Now click as enter. Now you can see our controller created successful. And now if you go in our project into our app and then HTTP in our controller, you can see it's now created another new folder as a Frontend, and that is our index controller. So our first job is we have to load it. We have to load that our index controller. Better I copy it. And now after that I paste it. So now that will be our name as the index controller, and that is also in our controllers. And after that controllers, I have created another folder as a Frontend. That means that is our name space, and after that I want to use it. Great. That means controllers and Frontend folder, and that is our index controller. So now friend, I want to do, that is our default one. Here I want to now change it, but I want to make it as a comment out. Okay, make it as a comment out, and that will be actually just like that same. I try copy it, and then after that I paste it. So now that will be on the route get, and that will be for the home. Okay, when that will be as a home, and now in our index controller, so into the index controller area, I want to create another new method and then just name it as a index. Okay, index. That here we don't need any name route. I want to remove it. Great. That means that is our default one before it's return view direct page. Now I want to load one of the view page from to the method. Okay, that means in our index controller, I want to create another new method. Now let's create it. I copy it, and now in our index controller, I want to go to our index controller. Here I want to create another new method. Okay, here I want to create another new method that will be as a public, and then function, and our method name will be as index. Okay, here I want to simply load another page that will be the and method, and I want to return one of the view page, and our return view page will be which one. Now I want to load our Frontend into the Frontend, and that is our index, right? Here I want to load it, so that will be as a Frontend, that is will be as a Frontend. Okay, Frontend folder, and here I want to load that index. Okay friend, so now it will be hit when that will be our home. For the home, it will be hit our index controller index method. So now that is our index method will be hit, and then it will be return on the view page in our Frontend into the Frontend, and that is our index page will be loaded. And when our index page will be loaded, it will be automatically get our Frontend home dashboard. Home dashboard means it will be get all that our CSS, our header, breaking news, and that is our EL part. It will be get that footer and JS file. Right, so now that should be work. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go, I want to refresh it. Now let's check this out. Yes, you can see it's now successfully load our theme. Okay, you can see everything is successfully working. That is, I have already loaded one of the images, and you can see that our header is successfully loaded, our breaking news is successfully loaded, but there have some of the images is missing. So don't worry about it, because that is all that our static data. Literally everything I will make it as a dynamic, and you can see our JavaScript is also successfully working. Great. That means our template is successfully loaded. Okay, you can see our footer part is also successfully loaded. Great. So now friend, I want to do step by step, we'll make it as a dynamic. So first of all, I want to complete the same things for our that is a login page. We have to complete that our register page, right? Here first of all, I want to complete that login register. If this user wants to update their profile, how to update it. If this user wants to update their password, how to do this work step by step, everything I will show you with a live example. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.